For Atlanta United 2, a goal by Gordon Wild and then a goal by Jackson Conway gives them full points against North Carolina FC. They chase after 3 wins in a row. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. From Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia, it is the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. In the East, 2 teams that are above the playoff bar right now. It's the Stripes, Atlanta United 2, coming into this midweek home match at 3-2-1, going up against the Tampa Bay Rowdies right now, 4th in the East, and they have yet to lose this season, coming in from the road at 3-0-3. Alongside Jason Longshore, I am John Nelson. Thanks for accessing us however you are doing so. And Jason, April has been kind to the Rowdies ever since they joined the USL Championship.
2019 has been kind to the Rowdies. No losses yet. One of only 2 undefeated teams in the USL Championship. And this team strong defensively. They've only conceded twice, 4 clean sheets on the season. However, out of the last 4 matches, 3 draws.
And the guys that we're going to have in the spot shadow, let's start off with Tampa Bay, and it's the guy who's going to be wearing the C, and they're hoping that he continues to be a lucky 13.
4 goals for Sebastian Guinzotti in 2019, 7 shots on target. He gets fouled 3 times per match. The Uruguayan is the focal point for this team going forward. He's good 1v1, but he can also be a bit of a poacher inside the 18. It's a different look from the Rowdies tonight. A lot rests on their captain tonight.
On the flip side, for the Stripes, it's an interesting 18 that we'll be getting into, especially when you get into the 11, but let's focus on AC.
Just like a lot rests on Guinzotti, tonight Andrew Carlton is the creative hub for Atlanta United 2. He had an assist in the last match, the great chip to Gordon Wild to open the scoring against North Carolina FC. In a 4-4-2 tonight, Andrew Carlton's going to have to pinch inside. He's going to have to be the player that feeds Romario Williams, feeds Dion Pereira, feeds Luis Fernando, and he's got to continue to try to impress Tab Ramos, the U.S. U20 World Cup coach.
Lineup, starting 11s, coaches, and kick just around the corner. It is the Rowdies. It is Atlanta United 2. The Stripes in the midweek. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Kennesaw, Fifth Third Bank Stadium, as we get ready for Atlanta United 2 and the Tampa Bay Rowdies coming up just around the corner. And let's take a peek at our starting 11s for the evening, Jason. And we started with the visitors and the Rowdies. We mentioned Guinzotti, but what else do you see?
Tampa Bay coming out in the 3-5-2. Look for Dominic Oduro and Jordan Doherty to sit a little deeper, let David Najam and Leo Fernandez get forward. It's Guinzotti and Juan Tejada, the preseason trialist who earned a contract from Panama and Eckerd College up top.
Neil Collins is the head coach for the Tampa Bay Rowdies in his 2nd season. After a bit of a rough patch for the Rowdies, Collins ended up hopping in, and he is the man in charge, and there he is behind the plexiglass for Tampa Bay. On the flip side for the Stripes, Match for Atlanta United 2 in Ottawa on Sunday. Match for the first team this weekend as well. It's an interesting 18 and an interesting 11.
Yeah, it's a 4-4-2 on paper. We'll see how this actually plays out. Wesley Dacus, Florentine Pogba, George Campbell, Lawrence Wyke, all capable of playing center back, all in the lineup tonight. Gallagher's on the right side. Andrew Carleton will be floating around trying to create. Expect Vint and Wyke to sit a little bit deeper. Andrew Carleton in front of them in a free roll, and Luis Fernando, Dion Pereira, Romario Williams up top.
John Gallagher will be wearing the C for the starting 11 for that man, Stephen Glass, in his first year. 2 wins in a row, unbeaten in 3 of their last 4. The draw in Charlotte that was salvaged with a 3-3 number there. Then you lose to St. Louis, come back with 2 wins, and you try to finish up this particular round of matches at home. Give yourself a good way to get things squared away before you hit the road against Ottawa this weekend. Your referee, the man in the middle, there in the blue kit, Lucas Spalla. Your assistants, Zach McWhorter and Kyle Johnson. And your 4th official this evening is Kevin Huey, and we are underway here at Fifth Third. Tampa Bay Rowdies in their neon. I think it'll be easy for us to pick up the numbers tonight, Jason.
Volt green.
Most certainly. And the stripes are in their home dark outfits with the stripes up top and the solid back with the gold numbers at the back. John McCarthy. First thing you notice about McCarthy is that he looks a lot like Petr Cech with the soft headgear as he sends it long. Alec Can, easy grab there. Picked up a concussion in his first match, his senior year in college, and he has kept it on ever since.
John McCarthy, one of the best pickups in the USL Championship this year. Wanted more consistent playing time, was sitting behind Andre Blake in Philadelphia. Goes to Tampa Bay, 4 clean sheets on the year.
Center circle, Gallagher. Pereira looking to turn, nothing happening there. Well defended by Caleb Richards, and it will be a throw.
Pereira made his Major League Soccer debut over the weekend, coming on as a substitute for Atlanta United at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Big pressure there by Tejada on George Campbell, and they're going to call the shoulder.
Tejada impressed everyone with his work rate in preseason friendlies. He was the standout player, earns that contract. No one really expected it after 4 years at Eckerd College. Came to the St. Pete area from Panama.
Keys to the game, what did you see?
Atlanta United has to build that connection, especially with so many new faces in it and so many young players. Atlanta United needs to get a lot of touches early on. For Tampa, it's a veteran team, a lot of experience, but this 3 in the back, we'll see how they deal with Atlanta's 3 attackers up front.
Pereira trying to get a little head fake and a shimmy to try and drive. Nothing happened. And Andrew Carleton back to Lawrence Wyke with the right, working all the way across. Well done right at the feet there. Looking to drive on Najim, instead flips it back into the box off a couple of folks, and McCarthy will be there to pick it up for the Rowdies halfway through minute 3.
Slightly mistimed from Andrew Carleton on that header. He had a little more space than he thought he did. But how about the service from Wesley Dacus? We've seen him play as a center back, not as a left back. That's a nice cross into a dangerous area.
Back with Atlanta United. Gallagher thought about it. Back and forth with Wyke. Pereira drops for Carleton, sending deep on the overlap. Can Gallagher get there? No, it'll be a goal kick.
A little heavy from Carleton. Gallagher doesn't have that kind of speed to get down the line. So far, it looks like Atlanta's settled into a little more of a 4-2-3-1 type of shape, or even a 4-2-1-3. Pereira on one side of Romario Williams, Luis Fernando on the other, and Andrew Carleton pulling the strings in the middle.
One of the interesting matchups I'm looking at right off the top is you see 6'5" Pape Diakite going up against Romario Williams. Header won there by Carleton. Sent forward, trying to spring Tejada, but back there is Gallagher. He'll get there first, send it back to Alacan.
Guinzati with the spectacular overhead flick, trying to spring Tejada down the line.
They're going to call a foul there on Tarek Murad, as he was going after it along with Luis Fernando.
Rowdies fans at Yeoman St. Pete probably yelling at the TV about that one.
Salute. Once again, thanks for accessing us however you are doing so. Buick Party, device of choice, large monitor. Campbell tries to work it forward. Tejada with a cleat in the way. It'll be another throw for the Stripes.
That's a couple times Campbell's been just a little too slow, misjudging Juan Tejada's speed.
Campbell into center circle, Will Vint. Pogba with space, sends it forward with the left, settled down by Romario. Thought Luis Fernando was going to be there. He ended up backtracking to grab it.
Another good ball from Dacus.
Dacus into the middle, all the way over. Gallagher, he'll work the right, looking for Romario, just over the top of him. Fernando lets it bounce. Dacus is there. Will Vint chipped over Tejada, nicely done to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to drive in between two, pulls it back. Pereira with the left, right into Caleb Richards. It'll be a throw.
Good defensive work from Leo Fernandez. Cut off John Gallagher's run down the flank.
And Wyke will go all the way back to Alec Can, and they'll start it over. Tejada in somewhat pursuit.
We see this a lot from Atlanta United. They want to draw the opposition out and create some space in behind.
So Can decides to send it. Chested down nicely to turn by Carlton. They're going to call a whistle on Carlton for mishandling. It'll be a throw.
Little help with the arm as he settled that down. You could hear Steven Glass in the background there, though, telling Luis Fernando to drop and see if he can bring the defender with him. Atlanta wants to create that space in behind for Pereira and Romario Williams to run into.
Fernandez directing a little traffic. Tonari near him. Here comes Andrew Carlton to help out Dion Pereira. Fernandez with the left. Inside the 18, headed clear. Romario charged on it, but it ends up going all the way back out. David Najim, and all the way back to McCarthy.
Oduro with that necessary touch to take it away from Romario Williams.
Two other games going on in the USL tonight. We'll keep an eye on one that kicks off at 8 Eastern, Tulsa and Colorado Springs. There is action late out west with LA Galaxy 2 and RGVFC. Luis Fernando has Carlton, lifts it to him, trying to turn on Tonari, and he does. Will Vint, now center circle, brings it over to Gallagher, has to close quickly. Fernandez got in the way, and there's going to be a whistle. Looks like it's on Will Vint, and it'll go to the Rowdies.
Vint and Guinzotti both going for it. Guinzotti took a lot of the boot from Will Vint in that one. Vint, the academy player from Atlanta United, never backing out of a challenge so far in a lot of action. This is his 6th match in the USL Championship. Will Vint's become a mainstay with the twos.
Tremendous control, great touch, able to send it long distances on a dime. Both Gallagher and Fernandez went up. Tejada ended up with it. Last touch by Campbell. It'll be a throw deep in their attacking third. Tejada will leave for Fernandez, and he'll get it right back.
Tampa Bay trying to swing it to create space. Carlton closes down Oduro.
Richards whiffed on it. Tonari. Fernandez in with the left. Can just puts a mitt in the air. Dacus tried to close. It ends up sticking with the Rowdies, and a foul on Dacus as he went in after it.
Dacus just a step late on David Najim. We'll take another look at this cross here now. Gets all the way through. Can gets one hand to it. Dacus keeps it in. Just a little late on Najim, and a dangerous set piece here for Tampa Bay. Obviously have to look at the 6'5" Pape Diakite as one of the targets.
Florentine Pogba on him. Sit in with the right. Hits Wyke first. Flags up. It's a good idea for if you're a Tampa Bay fan, but it ends up flag up. Opportunity goes by the wayside, and it'll be a chance for Can for Atlanta United 2 to start it over.
Looks like it was Tarek Morad who was just slightly offside. Started his run a little early. Set pieces, the Tampa Bay Rowdies will have an advantage tonight, although Atlanta United 2 has more size than we've typically seen out of them, with Dacus, Pogba, Campbell, and White all in the lineup together.
Morad 6'2", Diakite listed at 6'5". Romario chasing Diakite there. McCarthy will send it forward. Dacus lost that one to Guinzotti. But last touch by Dacus, it'll be a Rowdies throw.
It's a great recovery from Wesley Dacus. Again, this is a player that we've not seen play on the outside. He's generally played as a center back during his time here in Atlanta. Misjudges it initially, but then wins it back, wins the tackle, forces the throw.
Tejada had it down. Rowdies end up with control and a lot of space for Fernandez.
Good ball from Oduro to open that up.
Tejada on Campbell, wide with the left, had an opportunity, couldn't quite turn his hips to get it, ends up hitting it straight and wide. Goal kick here halfway through minute 11.
Oh, the reason he couldn't turn was George Campbell's recovery. Campbell was able to get there and prevent Tejada from turning in on goal, took away the angle, made it easy for Alec Can. It's a good battle so far with Juan Tejada and George Campbell.
Can looking for help, aiming for Gallagher. Gallagher gets it down. Carlton with the flick. They're going to call Carlton for it.
That's really unfair because Jordan Doherty ducks his head. There's really not much Carlton can do. You have to try to play that one. Difficult decision there from Spalla.
Doherty looking to send it forward quickly. Last touched. They're going to say last touch by Fernandez, so it'll be a throw for Gallagher on the stripes.
Choppy 11 minutes to open this up. Neither team's able to really get much of a rhythm so far.
Carlton and the Atlanta United 2 wanted a handball, didn't get the call, so it's left. Here's Tejada. Leaves it back for Fernandez, who's going to try to come in with the left. Gets past Wyke. Pereira there to help out defensively. Tonari now just outside the 18. Oduro.
Dominic Oduro loves the shot from the top of the 18. His eyes lit up when he saw that one rolling out to him. Maybe a little too much as he tried to put too much power on it. Started with a giveaway from Carlton. Tampa Bay with the cross back, and Oduro just wanted to put that one through the net. Maybe take a little power off, a little more placement, he would have been fine.
Vint on the challenge with Tonari.
Dacus again wins that one and starts the break.
Romario hanging on to it. He's chopped down by Tonari, and they're going to call a whistle there. And so Atlanta United 2 will have another opportunity. They'll quickly restart. Over to Campbell. Campbell to Gallagher.
Tonari with his tag team partner Tarek Morad bring Williams down. Atlanta can't make anything of the opportunity though.
Caleb Richards gets there first. McCarthy sends it forward. Campbell with the left arm around Tejada. It ends up with Florentine Pogba. But once again, the tall back line for Tampa Bay. Pogba in pursuit. Gets there before Guinzotti. Has to kind of dribble his way around it a little bit. Dangerous idea. But it ends up back with Alec Can. With Tampa Bay coming in quickly now. Tejada coming after Can. Chipped forward over the head of Will Vint. Tonari. Campbell slides in. They're going to call it right there. Foul on Campbell as he went in. As Tonari wanted to try to create something for Tampa Bay.
We need to see another look on that one. Campbell goes in, wins the ball, but does he go in studs up? Is that what earned the foul? Here's the look now. He does. He goes in straight leg with the right boot, the bottom of the right boot exposed. Even though he wins the ball there, most referees are going to make that call.
So here, just turning minute 15. Looks like it's going to be Fernandez as Zapala walks everybody back 10. Magic spray now available.
Leo Fernandez, a player who I felt like deserved more of an opportunity at the Philadelphia Union. 4 years with them. One of the top players in the American Second Division. This is absolutely in his wheelhouse to put this on goal.
So you've got Aduro, you've got Fernandez, you've got Tenari. Fernandez lining it up. All of 4 plus 1 more for Atlanta United 2 with the left and too much on it over the bar.
Little high from Fernandez, doesn't test Alec Can.
Fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and US Open Cup. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch the USL Championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Alec Can has to clear in a hurry.
And a hesitated pump faked on that one. Andrew Carlton had hesitated as well. Risky business for Atlanta United 2, trying to play out of the back.
Fernandez trying to throw it forward. Guenzati had it. I'm going to say last touch by Pogba, and Fernandez will try it again.
It's a choppy match. Atlanta United 2 struggling to find any rhythm in the early going. They're not finding those connections that we were talking about in the Keys. Tampa making life difficult for them as they try to build out of the back. Tejada, just his work rate, he just jumps the passing lanes really well.
And how much of this is short week and how much of this is roster rotation?
How much of this is Tampa Bay's quality is more of it for me. This is a team that is unbeaten. This is a team that is very good defensively. Tampa Bay just doesn't let teams play and doesn't let teams do what they want to do with the ball to feet.
Tejada not letting Campbell breathe. Carlton with it, turns on Aduro, tries to spring Luis Fernando forward. Diakite gets there first. Barely. Dacos looking for a throw and a quick opportunity here.
I don't think Luis Fernando expected that kind of ball from Andrew Carlton. That's the type of work Carlton has to start showing, getting out of trouble and springing a break.
Romario, give and go with Carlton, right foot blocked. Wyke will get it blocked as well, hits another couple of bodies inside the 18. Luis Fernando with it. Tenari on him. Gets a leg in the way. It'll be a throw for the Stripes. Will Vint trying to turn on Tenari now to try to get something moving forward. They've got to retreat to Florentine Pogba.
Another bit of magic from Carlton. The 1-2 with Romario Williams creates a couple opportunities that get blocked. That connection starting to build maybe a little bit for Atlanta.
Going after Campbell again.
Poor touch from Campbell. He's got to be sharper with his touches with Tejada chasing.
Vint, Wyke. And back to Can. Sent forward with the right. Tenari. Luis Fernando with the block there. It'll be a throw for the Rowdies. Now here's that give and go that you were just talking about.
Carlton springs Romario Williams. It's good defensive work from Caleb Richards on the first block. Lawrence Wyke with a follow-up left-footed bomb that gets blocked as well.
And Tenari, not a whole lot behind it. Diakite gets there before Romario does, and it goes back to McCarthy. Big right boot there over everybody. Let's see how much gas it has left in the roll. Goal kick. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Once again, that pressure from Tampa Bay. Pogba having to get around Tenari. Fernando trying to turn. Aduro is there. Back to Pogba briefly, so he's going to send it forward with the left. Diakite and Romario. Romario gets there first, trying to drive on Diakite. Got lost in both sets of cleats, but Romario's there with it. Wyke in the middle. He'll launch right on, punch clear by McCarthy, parried away. Murad was on Romario, and it comes back out to Will Vint, who'll send it back over with the right. Fernandez is there backtracking. And here's Campbell and Gallagher. Quick 1-2 touches there. Wyke and Pereira. Left for Andrew Carlton. Surveys. Right foot looking for Romario too much.
Did not miss that by much. Andrew Carlton growing into this game. Let's go back to that last shot from Atlanta. Lawrence Wyke with space and with a powerful right foot. John McCarthy has to get both hands behind that to push it wide. That had some swerve on it as well. Lawrence Wyke in a more attacking role in the midfield. Did not expect to see that. Wyke started 6 matches this season. This is his first start in midfield and the 3rd different role on the field we've seen Lawrence Wyke in.
Solid play so far from Wyke in a stripes kit. Gallagher in pursuit of Fernandez. Caleb Richards sends it forward. Campbell is there. Calm down for Wyke. Pereira.
The lines are starting to fall apart a little bit for Tampa Bay. There's space for Atlanta in the midfield.
Aduro is right on Pereira's heels. Gallagher now give and go. Pereira tries to do something with the left. Nice flick. Kind of got caught. Looks like he slipped on the turf, or he was between ideas of whether or not he wanted to get it to Romario.
Nice slip. He tried to cut back to the left. It's really creative from Dion Pereira and John Gallagher. Gallagher slips it in, not to the right side of Pereira's run, but to the left. Pereira recognized it, tried to take that shot with the left foot, just lost his footing with the plant foot.
Early in minute 22, goalless here. Atlanta United 2, Tampa Bay Rowdies. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us and accessing us however you are doing so. Battle of 4 versus 8 right now in the Eastern Conference. Foul called there, and there are a lot of teams within a very small amount of space. Really, if you go from 1 to 10, you're talking a difference of 4 points.
Guinzotti doesn't like that call, but that's consistency out of Lucas Spalla. You had the high boot called on Andrew Carlton. You get it there on Guinzotti. Both players a little frustrated because the opposing player ducked their head, but Spalla's consistent tonight.
Alec Can. Tejada spying Can. Settled down. Najim tries to bring it forward. Pogba's there. And a foul. Guinzotti and Pogba going after it.
Guinzotti pulled the jersey. It's a good touch from Pogba as he cuts inside.
Campbell back and forth with Wyke. Tanari showing. And there's Tejada again on Campbell. Campbell kind of throws his hands up.
It's been some poor touches from George Campbell, and it's put him in trouble. Juan Tejada's not going away. Scrappy Panamanian making life difficult for the Atlanta United Academy defender.
And off of Campbell as he was trying to defend Tanari. So it'll be another throw for Fernandez, once again deep in the Atlanta United 2 attacking third. Tejada, Campbell on him. Tanari. 3 stripes kits there, gets around Gallagher, sends it in with the left. Alec Can has to tap it over the crossbar.
Tricky service. Alec Can, safety first, doesn't know what's behind him, and there's 2 players lurking. David Naja might have gotten on the end of that if Can doesn't tap it over the crossbar.
So Tanari, with Fernandez close by, will service it in. Had an idea. Now he's really going to reset with the right.
Pogba and Diakite trying to find space.
Sent in, line drive, headed clear, and it'll be a throw for the Rowdies. Quickly picked back up. Richards, Fernandez tried to get it down to Tenari, but it went off the outside of his cleat, and it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2. Once again, Tampa Bay getting in a lot of different passing lanes, a lot of separate pressures. Tenari there on Vint. Pogba launches with the left, a big bomb. The flag is up.
I don't know about that one. Wesley Dacus called offside there. Romario Williams didn't like it. Dacus didn't like it. It's a great ball from Florentine Pogba over the top. Outstanding ball from Pogba. Don't think Dacus was offside at all there.
No.
Gets over Najim. It's tough to see with the angle we have. Atlanta with another opportunity now.
White trying to spring Carlton. Diakite is there to calm things down. So Gallagher quickly for a throw here early in minute 26.
Nutmeg for Carlton.
We'll keep track. That's one. Looking for Will Vint. Not a whole lot behind it. Here comes Tampa Bay, but Gallagher back quickly to get that one taken care of. Jordan Doherty had an idea. Gallagher closed it down.
Heavy touch from Doherty. Didn't see Gallagher tracking backwards. Doherty, 18 years old, from Ireland, on loan to Tampa Bay from Sheffield United. Veteran of Ireland's youth national teams. Good opportunity here to get some playing time with the Rowdies.
Aduro, after Pogba tried to get the long launch again, goes off of Atlanta United 2 last. It'll be another Tampa Bay throw.
Stephen Glass looking on for Atlanta.
Caleb
Hear
Richards.
a lot of Stephen Glass
Yes,
tonight. I like it.
Yep. Fernandez, Tejada, Tenari. Tenari had the first goal in their game a week and a half ago. They had full points until the bitter end when Abdujam got the equalizer. The game at Al Lang. Aduro hits the deck, and they're going to call Campbell.
Aduro sits down, but Campbell's had a hold of him, not letting him turn. Aduro sits down to get the call. Campbell's a little frustrated tonight. Up and down night for him. Another dangerous set piece for the Rowdies.
Wall of two, Pereira and Carlton. Fernandez with Tenari near. A lot of action in the box. Can backtracking. Back post headed opportunity, but Luis Fernando comes away with it. Diakite is chasing, and he'll come away with it. Send it back in the box, and a whiff. Fernandez, opportunity number 3, trying to drive on Campbell. Nicely defended. It'll be another corner for Tampa Bay.
Rowdies are so good on those second opportunities, that second ball, that second look on a set piece. They don't quit. Diakite takes it off of Luis Fernando and puts in a very dangerous ball. Should have been better there in front of Alec Cann's goal. Sebastian Guinzotti unable to find it. But another corner for the Rowdies. Tenari to take instead of Fernandez.
And Pogba and Diakite on a first name basis. They probably can figure out what they each had for pregame meal at this point as we turn minute 29. And Zapala wants to go in and have a bit of a discussion.
Zapala saw the way that one went down. Diakite and Pogba both scrapping on every set piece. Tampa tried to throw the screen that time. Doherty tried to pick Pogba off. Did it again.
Up in the air, looked like it was Wyke. Vint, Diakite and Wyke this time. Campbell.
Offside. Campbell won the headers he had to, but Tejada offside behind him. Watch out for those set pieces from Tampa Bay. They're setting screens to free up Diakite on the back post. That time the ball was just a little short to get to him.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club.
Foul called on Morad, even though he's the one down.
Zapala won't let Andrew Carlton start it early.
Neil Collins not happy with that decision. Morad was grabbing Romario Williams. Then Morad went down like Williams connected as he was trying to get Morad off of him. Zapala's having the conversation. Let's take another look now. The grab was first on Williams by Tarek Morad. Grabbed the jersey. You could see it in the front. I think that's what Spalla called.
It looks like there's a yellow card going with it.
The yellow card was to Williams. Now, I think the way this went down is Lucas Spalla called the foul for the grab on Tarek Morad, but he gave Williams the yellow card for swinging the arm to get him off. The foul had already been called.
So Romario 9 in the Stripes. So Romario gets the yellow card here in minute 31. And there's you can hear down there on the touch line, Stephen Glass is wondering what the yellow card was given for.
I think Lucas Spalla got that one dead on. Thought he got it 100% correct.
Campbell, Gallagher, Pereira to Lawrence Wyke. Pogba, the big left. Can Pereira get under it and keep it in? Yes, he can, but he couldn't hold on to it, so it's going to be a throw for Tampa Bay.
Stephen Glass not happy with the decision from Spalla, but I think that was 100% right. The foul was called initially, and then Williams' activity was after the foul, and that gets the yellow for dangerous play, swinging the arms back at a player's head.
Pereira got the Richards throw, but Aduro ends up as Pogba has to try to settle it down going over his back, and there's Tejada again on Campbell. Campbell just sends it back to Alacan.
Tejada's not going to get that call. George Campbell, a little bit bigger than Juan Tejada, just shields him away.
Pereira. Gallagher wanted it. Pereira was the in-between. Through the center circle now, Luis Fernando. Will Vint. Dacus. Luis Fernando tried to spring. Dacus on the 1-2. It ends up with Guenzati.
Big tackle from Tarek Morad, not letting Fernando turn.
Morad lost it. Carlton chasing. Diakite is going to shield, and it will go out. It'll be goal kick for McCarthy. So you end up with 6'5" Diakite going up against Andrew Carlton, who's all of 5'8", 150.
Carlton gave up on that one just a little easy. Didn't have a lot of speed on it as it's rolling over the end line. He tried to make the quick step to the outside, but Diakite read it the whole way, shielded him off.
McCarthy tied for the top of the championship with 4 clean sheets in the 6 matches. 7 saves last time out in the 1-1 draw against Louisville City. And Campbell will head it back, or send it back to Alec Can, headed back in his direction. As we turn minute 34, goalless here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Atlanta United 2, Tampa Bay Rowdies here in the Eastern Conference of the USL Championship. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us on ESPN+. Carlton lets it go through. Pereira, great ball to Luis Fernando. Can he close the deal on McCarthy? Yes!
What a break for Atlanta United 2. Dion Pereira after the dummy from Andrew Carlton. A perfectly weighted left-footed pass into the run of Luis Fernando. Romario Williams is dragged down the top of the 18. Luis Fernando doesn't care. He just finishes it himself. Fernando in alone. Beats McCarthy. But it's the ball from Dion Pereira. Perfect pass from the youngster from England. Luis Fernando does the rest, and Atlanta United 2 takes the lead. Only the third goal Tampa Bay has conceded all year.
McCarthy went with the shimmy shake, went left, went right, tried to extend his right leg to close up any kind of a window. Luis Fernando puts it through. Late in the 34th, Luis Fernando makes it 1-0 for Atlanta United 2.
First goal of the season for Luis Fernando. First assist for Dion Pereira. It's a good week for Pereira after his MLS debut on Saturday at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He gets his first USL Championship assist tonight.
Guenzati trying to work his way in, nicely picked away by Lawrence Wyke, who will send it long. But here come the Rowdies again. Pogba trying to shield it so it goes out for a stripes throw, and it finally does. Big left boot from Pogba. But Morad was there, Diakite's there, and Romario had an idea. Well defended that time by Luis Fernando as it goes into the concourse at section 124 and 125. Pogba over the top of Tejada. And a double team there, last touched by Wesley Dacus. It'll be a throw for the Rowdies, and they'll bring it back in quickly. But there's Pogba again. There's Dacus that time.
Thought it took a touch. It did not. Tampa Bay throw right in front of the Atlanta bench. Another good tackle from Lawrence Wyke.
Gallagher. And in the way was Damaduro.
Easy yellow card there for Dominic Aduro. John Gallagher was off to the races. Aduro brought him down. No chance to win that tackle. It starts with Lawrence Wyke, though. Another big tackle. Wyke playing in a defensive midfield role tonight. He's been a star for Atlanta. Let's take another look at the yellow. John Gallagher breaking into space.
And
Aduro
right
just isn't having it.
Damaduro with the roadblock there gets the yellow. Here in minute 37. Can will send it forward with the left. Morad was there. Luis Fernando is there. Gallagher calling for it. Long ball in the in-betweens. The angle wasn't there, so it gets to McCarthy first.
Didn't miss by much, Will Vent. That's a 50, 60-yard ball he's trying to put into the run of John Gallagher.
And we've seen that from Vint so far this season. We've seen it from Andrew Carlton at times. We've seen it tonight, contributing to the first goal. Sent forward. Morad was there with Luis Fernando. Doherty. Well defended that time by Fernando. It'll be a throw once again. Tarek Morad for the Rowdies.
Luis Fernando gets the applause from the Atlanta bench. His hard work gets the goal, but he's not slacked off defensively, and that's a big part of what Luis Fernando brings to this team.
There's Lawrence Wyke again. Gallagher and back to Can. Guenzati chasing over everybody, so it'll be a Rowdies throw right at center line.
It's a good first half for Atlanta United too, but they need to close it out strong. Don't want the Rowdies to build any momentum going into the break.
Here's Stephen Glass. Don't let him play. Diakite. There's the whistle.
It's consistency again from Spalla. Romario Williams gets called for swinging the arm back. This time Diakite swings the arm back on Andrew Carlton. He goes down and it's a yellow card.
So it's 2 yellows in 2 minutes right now for Tampa. Damaduro with the roadblock 2 minutes ago. Diakite there with the arm.
Very different kinds of yellows.
Right.
I don't think there's anything about frustration, of that creeping in just yet. It's just good work from Andrew Carlton. I mean, Diakite just gets the hand back in his face. It's an easy decision for Lucas Spalla. Good first half for Atlanta United, too. It's a good first half for the referee, Lucas Spalla, as well.
Campbell calling for it, but Vint just goes for a quick back and forth. And Carlton is there on the ground looking for Pereira, cutting in on Diakite, but Rowdies will work with it again. Damaduro. Wyke in pursuit. Goes back to Fernandez. There's Aduro and Guenzati. Campbell there to take it away, and he'll send it back to Can.
George Campbell playing that safety role, just closing it down.
Vint left it for Pogba. Guenzati ends up with it. Nice back heel to Tejada. Can the Rowdies do anything this time? Gallagher with a bit of a swim move over the top. Sticks with Tampa Bay there. Fernandez will get the throw. Tonari sends it high into the air. Grabbed easily by Can as Pogba was there with Guenzati.
Quick rollout to Vint.
Pereira, Carlton. Gallagher was working his way down the line, didn't see him, so Lawrence Wyke with it now.
I think he saw him, just couldn't place that one in over the top. It's a good decision to keep possession by Carlton.
Pereira, Romario. He'll pull it back out. Center circle, Pogba. Was looking for Dacus that time.
It's a poor ball from Pogba. Nothing Dacus can do there. You see the quality that Florentine Pogba has, but he's still kind of trying to find that consistency. Was out of contract for quite a while before signing with Atlanta United. Playing himself back into match fitness.
Campbell gets it away from Tejada, and here comes Luis Fernando.
What a touch from Pereira.
Pereira has Romario, cuts it back in, but Aduro was there. Diakite will clear.
I love the confidence out of Dion Pereira, but one too many touches in the 18 there.
Pogba will try it again with Luis Fernando. Murad is there. Will Vint in the middle. Gallagher. Carlton looked over his shoulder, looking to drive right. Ping pongs in the box. It's still there. Finally clears the 18, but Lawrence Wyke stands up. Stood up Aduro. Gallagher. Poke to Carlton. In with the right. Headed up in the air, not clear. Tonari tried to do something with it. He couldn't. Big left by Pereira, just missed. It's a bit of a screen there by Dion Pereira. Launched it on net, was just wide as we turn minute 43.
Another good sequence for Atlanta. Pereira can't quite get it settled. Hits it with the outside of the foot, inside of the foot. That's probably fine in the back of the net. Couldn't create the space that he was looking for. Lawrence Wyke, again, a big part of it. A lineup we did not expect from Atlanta United 2 tonight. Really paying dividends for Stephen Glass.
Fernandez. Gallagher backtracking. And the whistle.
It's the strength from Leo Fernandez. Holds off Gallagher. He goes down. Fernandez goes over him. Free kick, another dangerous set piece opportunity for the Rowdies.
Who's up, who's down? Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL Championship Power Rankings, only on USLChampionship.com. Fernandez moving away, so it looks like it's Tonari with the right. Just shy of the 6, and over the top of the net, it was Tejada.
You didn't know much about Juan Tejada coming in. We'd read the reports, you know, preseason trialist. He really impressed people with his hard work. He just doesn't stop. That time he wins a header. He probably had no business winning. He's not one of the bigger guys in the 18. It's just his fight. The young Panamanian forward trying to spark this team into an equalizer. Gets in front of Campbell there, wins the header. Can't quite get it under the crossbar.
Murad quickly as we turn to the final minute here in the first half. from Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Goal on the board for Atlanta United 2. George Campbell.
Ooh, had to get that one right. 2 Tampa Bay players charging in.
Definitely. Pogba going away from Tonari and Tejada to Can and over to Gallagher.
Good work in possession so far. Let's see if Atlanta can build out.
Fernandez marking Gallagher. Can to Pereira. Caleb Richards is there. Not enough behind it. Tonari. Dion Pereira lost his footing. Fernandez is in and off the post and in, and we are tied.
Can't have those giveaways in your own half. Dion Pereira puts his hand up. It's on him. Giveaway right in the middle. Tampa Bay straight back down Atlanta's throat to Leo Fernandez. Slices it with the outside of the foot off the inside of the post. Rowdies equalize right before the half. Tonari after Pereira goes down. Campbell can't close down Fernandez quick enough. Can gets beat at the near post.
Not a lot of space between the post and Can, and it was there for Fernandez. Off the inside of the post into the net, and we're tied.
Dion Pereira, as good as he was on that ball to Luis Fernando, you can't have the giveaway in your own half as you're building out.
Here come the Rowdies again. Guenzati turns. White was there. Gallagher was there. Tonari has it now. Gallagher chasing again. There's Guenzati. White with a takedown.
He wins the tackle. No takedown. He won the tackle. Not much of a complaint from Guenzati either.
Yep. And Can will send it skyward. Vint. Tejada will settle. Good work, and they're trying to spring Guenzati. And that'll do it for the first half. So it took a while for Atlanta United 2 to get their legs. Luis Fernando gets a goal on the board. It lasts for 11 minutes, and just before the half, you get your equalizer.
It's a good half from Atlanta United 2, but it's a bad mistake, and you're 1-1. Atlanta was the better team in the first half, but they don't have the lead to show for it.
1-1 at the break. There's your equalizer right before the end of the half. We'll come back and let you know what else is going on around the USL Championship. You're watching on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Tied here at 1s after 45 minutes. The other game going on right now is just underway. Tulsa and Colorado Springs out west. They are goalless. And late tonight, LA Galaxy 2 taking on Rio Grande Valley FC. What other thoughts kind kind of popped into your head after Atlanta United 2 kind of got their way into it, got the goal on the board, but then you had the giveaway late?
It's a young team. It's an Atlanta United 2 team that is still growing into who they are. You see good moments of play, but the big mistake, and you're 1-1.
The USL Championship has a lot going on. It's a light night here on the schedule, but there's a lot of activity in the league. Here is just a small sample of what's going on around the USL Championship these days.
Flemings around 1, around 2. Still Junior Flemings. He's going to have a go. Excellent from Junior Flemings. Here's Spees looking for the curler, and what a save from Curtis Anderson. Guadarrama wants it himself. What a goal for Guadarrama.
The cross deflected. What a stop by Brown in the top corner. Another chance here for New Mexico, and they've got the equalizer.
Adama will strike it with his right foot. Whistle blows. Steps. Strikes. And saved by Rodriguez.
Here's Woodbine into the box. Van Schaik's there. Van Schaik!
Chance on for Louisville. And again, Callum Irving grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck as Ben Spees lets one fly and drills it. Like a Langsdorff header. That's where Louisville wants to attack, shooting and scoring. It's saved by Caldwell.
Collier.
Yeah. Knock back towards Spencer. Brilliant finish.
The flick. Could it be 2? Yes, it is. That's Hellman.
Here's Banks. Banks from distance, and that's knocked away.
Gallardo. At the top of the box. Lee gets a touch, still driving and sends it. And into the back of the net.
It's like Joe Gallagher took almost on the entire defense there. Stand left for the shot.
Chipped in, headed away by Lockby. Second chance coming, diving, stopped by Fitzgerald.
Minnesota and with Jacksonville. Nunez, and that finds the side of the net. Most of these, he takes this one.
What do you want to bet he's checking out what's going on in USL League One right now?
I think he is. I think he's checking out USLChampionship.com and USLLeague1.com.
And we saw what was going on there in USL League One. Tormenta's still at the top of the power rankings, but they gave up 3 goals in a hurry against Chattanooga Red Wolves, came back to lose it 3-2.
Well, just like we're talking about the young team with Atlanta United 2, USL League 1, you have brand new teams for the most part, and they're all trying to find themselves. The results right now, it's a little hard to tell who the powerhouses are in USL League 1.
Keep an eye on the power rankings coming out every Monday. Halftime continues here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. We are tied at the break. Atlanta United 2, Tampa Bay Rowdies. More when we come back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Halftime continues here with Atlanta United 2 and the Tampa Bay Rowdies going at it. They are tied at 1s. Atlanta United 2, we got midweek action. Atlanta United 2 heading to Ottawa for action this weekend on Sunday. Let's take a peek at what happened before they're getting there in the first 45 minutes.
Alec Can gets a touch there to force that cross wide. Poor free kick from Leo Fernandez. Atlanta United 2 grew into this. Lawrence White playing in a midfield role tonight for the first time. A couple big shots from him.
Alec Can in between ideas, making sure that nothing happened with that one. Knocks it over the bar. Diakite trying to get something going for Tampa Bay here.
That's the ball from Dion Pereira to Luis Fernando. One touch brings McCarthy out, beats him to the near side. It's a great finish from Luis Fernando, but Tampa Bay, after the turnover in their own half, Atlanta United concedes. Leo Fernandez beats Can to the near post.
Had the lead for about 11 minutes, and that's where we are. Goal in the 34th, goal in the 45th. 1-1 at the interval. You look at that screen with a bunch of numbers on it. What strikes out?
Atlanta United was the better team on the field in the match. They had 60% of the possession as well. They created more chances, 3 on target. Tampa Bay, their first shot on target is the goal right before the halftime break. The thing about a team like the Rowdies is they don't need to dominate the stat line. They're confident. It's a veteran-laden team. They know exactly who they are and what they want to be. Atlanta United, too, can't make those types of mistakes.
And one of the things that you focused on in the first 45 minutes, the defensive tenacity of Tampa Bay. There were points where they were not letting Atlanta United 2 breathe at all and trying to get anything working forward at all.
Well, but Atlanta United 2 knows that. They know that they're going to face that a lot. We've seen it with Atlanta United in Major League Soccer. We're seeing it with Atlanta United 2. For teams that want to build out of the back and are committed to building out of the back, opponents are going to press them and make life difficult.
1-1, that's the score. We'll come back with more stuff going around the USL Championship. Get you ready for the second 45 minutes here from Fifth Third. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. We get you ready for the second 45 minutes here with Atlanta United 2 and Tampa Bay tied at 1s. But before we get you to the second 45, give you a bit of a peek as to what else is going on around the USL Championship. And when you look at what came up on the sheet, Dane Kelly is steering Indy 11 in a tremendous direction right now.
USL Championship Player of the Week. He's been a big part of Indy 11's 4 straight wins. 2 wins last week, both on the road. Dane Kelly had 3 goals. Real Monarchs had the most impressive comeback of the last week. fell behind by 2 goals early. They outshot San Antonio 21-4 in the final 70 minutes. Come back and win that one. And the big match on Friday that I'm looking forward to, New Mexico United hosting Portland Timbers 2. There's going to be a huge crowd at Isotopes Park in Albuquerque. That will go a long way to showing who is going to be the boss in the Western Conference.
Definitely not going to close our eyes to the news and notes about what's going on here. And note from New Mexico United, Devin Sandoval played for Atlanta United 2 last year. Got the chance to go home and be a part of that process. So let's take a peek at what's going on after this game. We mentioned midweek action means that you've got games on the weekend, Jason, and the Rowdies go back to Al Lang.
They come back home to face the Charlotte Independents, who struggled this year. Then they have a tough trip to Indy, followed up by a trip to Nashville. Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. They'll see who they get there. Then they get the New York Red Bulls 2 squad. That's a really tough next 5 matches for the Rowdies.
And then on the flip side for Atlanta United 2, we mentioned the match that's going on in Ottawa this weekend. That's Sunday afternoon. Then you've got those 4 matchups coming at you.
At Ottawa on Sunday, then back here to host Nashville SC. Bethlehem Steel following that. Swope Park Rangers, Charleston Battery. Some matches that Atlanta United 2 can pick up some points in.
And those last 3, Bethlehem, Swope Park, and Charleston, they are all on the road. And you look at Bethlehem, they have been really turning the corner. They turned the corner early this year. Right now, they're also at 10 points heading into the midweek. Charleston Battery and MUSC Health, a tremendous place to play. That's what it looks like outside Fifth Third Bank Stadium here in Kennesaw, the home for Atlanta United 2 as for the 2019 season. Getting ready for the second 45. There's Stephen Glass.
Stephen Glass has basically been a co-commentator with us tonight. We're hearing a lot of Glassy on the broadcast. I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that completely.
And what you're hearing a lot of Glassy saying is, step up, don't let them play. We're seeing Tampa Bay press Atlanta, not let them get out of their own half. But when Tampa Bay has the ball in their half, Atlanta's harassing them as well. Luis Fernando's been a big part of that. We'll see if Atlanta can keep that up in the second half. Atlanta controlled the half. They don't have anything to show for it, though. That has to change. For a young team, when you control matches, you have to get 3 points in them. We'll see if this team has learned from the last 2, where they picked up maximum points, if they can do it against a team like Tampa, who's one of the best in the league.
Last time here at Fifth Third, goals from Gordon Wild and Jackson Conway. Gave him full points with the 2-1 win against North Carolina FC.
Hey, Tampa and Neil Collins are motivated.
Yes.
Last year, if you remember, they came to Atlanta late in the season, and it was Atlanta United 2 who ended their chances of making the postseason.
Get you ready now. Second 45 underway here. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for everybody down in Tampa Bay and the Tampa Bay area watching with us as well.
You think they've got Kicking the Grass on the jukebox at Yeoman St. Pete?
That would be a tremendous pull if they did.
They should.
We need a picture of the jukebox to make sure that we see the selections and that is in fact in the library. That would be pretty sweet. Fair catch called for. Vint got there first. Luis Fernando now with it. Dacus. Pogba. Carlton. And back. Tenari. And the pull from AC to make sure that Tenari didn't do anything with it. Quick reset. There's Guenzati, who gets pushed by Will Vint. And another foul.
Guenzati kind of dives into that, has a couple words for Lucas Spalla. Earns the free kick. Minimal contact from Will Vint.
And Aduro will leave it for Diakite.
It's a poor touch from Andrew Carlton, though, and that started the whole sequence in the giveaway and in his foul on Tenari.
Campbell goes through and ends up with the stripes all the way back to Alec Can. So Tejada wanted possession. Campbell got it from him.
White cleans it up again.
Dacus, Vint, and back to Can.
Good decision by Vint. Simple ball back to the goalkeeper. Let's see if Atlanta can build out of their own half a little more effectively than they did at the end of the first half.
Luis Fernando. Najim sends it forward. Vint was there. A lot of folks looked at it. Carlton just swept at it with the left boot. Romario chasing with Diakite, who just puts a boot in it to get it out of the way. It'll be a deep throw in the attacking third for Atlanta United 2.
No, you've got to give Andrew Carlton more credit. He didn't just sweep at that. He saw it's 2v2. Andrew Carlton gives Romario Williams a chance to go up and win that. Nearly gets there. It's a good decision from Carlton with the awareness of the field around him. 2v2, you want to play that and let your strikers go after it.
Dacus back to Pogba. And back to Can. Wyke. Pogba.
The more you break a team's pressure, the more they drop off. Atlanta's got to consistently break Tampa's pressure.
Murad tried to do something with it, ends up back with Pogba. And then picking it away is Doherty. Tejada. Campbell gets there first to shield, and Alec Can will pick it up here halfway through minute 49.
The reverse is also true. If a team is successful with their press, they're only going to be more motivated to continue it and up the intensity.
The joust there. Last touch by the Rowdies, Sapala says. So it'll be a throw right at center line. Gallagher and Campbell. Campbell looking for Will Vint. Vint trying to turn on Guenzati. Back over to Campbell. Big launch forward. Richards is there. Carlton is chasing. Richards gets out of the jam to McCarthy. McCarthy will just get rid of it with the left, and it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2.
Good work off the ball from Andrew Carlton to earn a throw in here.
Good touch by Stephen Glass, by the way.
We know Glassy's got that first touch.
Good settle. Campbell, Vint looking to work on a Duro. He does. Gallagher with the right. Dacus is there. Sends it up. Missed the header. Can Carlton get back to it? Ends up being Fernandez. Gallagher is there. Fernandez tries to send it forward. He does with the left. Getting there first. Will Vint nicely tracking, but loses control. Here comes Tonari. What can he do with it? Pass. Guenzati. Can he close? Nicely done by Campbell. And Alec Can is there.
What a tackle from George Campbell. Sebastian Guenzati thought he was in all alone. George Campbell tracks him down.
Tonari wanted a call on that challenge from White. Wasn't going to get it. Pereira. And it's going to stick with the stripes. Quick throw. Carlton looking to work with the left. Vint is available. Tries to go in.
Vint's got to move a little bit there. Carlton couldn't play it to him. Vint was screened, just stood still.
Najim. Murad. Aduro. Luis Fernando chasing. Fernandez. Back and forth with Doherty. Back and forth with Richard. Back to Doherty. Through Aduro.
Atlanta has to up the intensity defensively now.
Murad and Najim with the 1-2. Tonari wanted it, directed traffic, but now there's some space and opportunity. Lawrence White coming up the middle. Leaves it for Pereira. Thought about it with the left. With the left again, parried by McCarthy. Diakite is there, and he'll get rid of it.
Massive save from John McCarthy. But who started that whole sequence? It's Lawrence White again. He leads the break. going the other way. This is the tackle from George Campbell on Sebastian Guenzati. Clean from Campbell. Pereira's shot here saved by McCarthy. Atlanta keeps it into the attacking half, trying to create another opportunity.
Back and forth with Carlton and Pereira. Not a whole lot of space for Gallagher to do anything with it, so he sends it backwards, and it's Will Vint. We've got a new referee here.
Well, we have to give Kyle Johnston a lot of credit.
Yes. One hopper into McCarthy. Go ahead.
We've been shouting out Lucas Spalla all night because of the referee's performance. It's Kyle Johnston now in the middle.
So right now, center circle is Kyle Johnston.
Kyle Johnston gets all the praise from tonight.
Yes.
Spalla was injured during the warm-ups.
Yep. So Kyle Johnston, who was initially one of the assistants,
managed the game well.
Yes.
Even better considering he wasn't expected to be doing it.
Yep. Luis Fernando had space, leaves it with the left. Vint. And all the way over. Carlton looking to drive. Step over. Left foot over the bar. Once again, Andrew Carlton with ideas. Tried to work it with the left over the top. So it was another opportunity here halfway through minute 54. The Rowdies and the Stripes are tied at 1.
John McCarthy preparing to take the goal kick for the Rowdies.
Four-volt greens were there. Guenzati tries to flick it forward. Tejada wrestling with Campbell. And so here's Will Vint. Gallagher trying to get underneath it. Is he going to have enough space to get there in the corner? He does save it. Nicely done. Diakite has to head it out of the box.
It's a good ball from Gallagher, saving that in the corner. Nearly found Romario Williams.
Looking to turn, Wyke. Vint has space. Gets it back. Can't drag it all the way through with the right.
Behind him from Fernando.
Tenari, Wyke on him. Not allowing a turn of any description. Gets help from Gallagher. Nicely done defending. Pereira's there. Carlton has reinforcements. Gallagher with the right deflected. And McCarthy can't quite keep it in. So it's going to be our first Creature Comforts corner kick of the evening.
Andrew Carlton will take this. Florentine, Pogba, Lawrence Wyke, George Campbell, Wesley Dacus, Romario Williams. Plenty of targets for Atlanta United 2 here.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com.
Kyle Johnston getting his warning in on Wyke and Pogba and Dacus.
Dacus trying to spring himself, so it'll be a left. McCarthy, if he needed to put it over the bar, he was there, but ended up going over the bar on its own. It'll be a goal kick.
Luis Fernando tried to curl that one in. Here's our final update on the referee situation.
Here we go.
Okay, Lucas Spalla does get all of the praise from the first half. Kyle Johnston is now in the middle in the second half. I thought it was time for me to head to the optometrist. Injury in the second half warm-up for Spalla. So this is an interesting situation because the match has been managed in a certain way for 45 minutes.
Right.
Now it's someone new with the whistle. We'll see if Johnston, who's been part of the crew, can keep that same level of management in the second half.
Wyke and Tenari went after it. Wyke puts Tenari down. They get you a whistle there from Johnston right on cue. Murad looking for help from Najim. Tejada tries to turn on Pogba, and you're going to get a call there too.
That's good work from Tejada. Pogba just a little sloppy, saying that Tejada grabbed his shirt.
Tejada shaking his head no, of course.
He might have. Doesn't matter, though. Pogba, much more size than Juan Tejada.
Yes.
Tejada's always going to get that call, and it's an opportunity for Tampa Bay to dial something up to the back post. Again, watch for the screening play for Diakite to get free.
Fernandez, Tenari. Fernandez with the left, Tenari with the right. Fernandez, back post, headed clear. Nicely done by Pogba. Atlanta United 2 out on a break. Pereira ahead. Gallagher with the ball. Nicely done. A push from behind.
Johnston comes back and whistles the foul on Gallagher.
Right.
Let it play to see if it was going to break through. Johnston wants to talk to, I believe it's Tenari. No, it's Najim.
Right.
Morad.
Okay. No more for Morad tonight. And a yellow.
Good decision from Johnston. Morad was beat, didn't want Gallagher to continue his run. Again, it's Lawrence Wyke leading the break with the ball into Gallagher.
So here's we turn in the 60th minute. Johnston will walk off the 10.
Luis Fernando nearly curled in a corner a minute ago. Let's see if he can curl in a set piece right here.
Vint there. Stutter step in with the left into the box, headed up. Pogba skying.
I think Pogba got an arm on it, and he got an arm on Diakite.
Apologies for the language coming through there on the microphones. Diakite gets to his feet here in minute 60. As we wait for McCarthy here, fans follow Atlanta United 2 and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN Plus, home of the USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus. Watch the championship, the USL Championship, live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Pereira coming out with it. Has Dacus. In with the left. Can Romario get there first? He thought about the touch, and he tries to get Fernandez and shoulder him off, but Fernandez gets there with it, and it'll go back to the Rowdies.
Oh, I thought Williams was going to be able to bring that one down. Nearly perfect ball from Wesley Dacus.
Vint, Carlton, Oduro in behind. There's Romario again. Back for Pereira. Tenari, nicely done. Campbell on Tejada. Turns nicely there. Wyke in pursuit. Pogba there as well. Gets there before Tenari and back to Alacan.
That's good work from George Campbell, even though Tejada does end up beating him. He held him up and allowed his defenders to recover. The end of it, Tejada beats Campbell but plays a ball in that Florentine Pogba intercepts easily.
Sent forward over the top. Carlton chasing. McCarthy will get there first.
A little heavy from Wyke.
Tejada got in front of Campbell, but Campbell got there nicely to get it out. So it'll be a throw for the Rowdies here in minute 62. Coming into tonight in the East, Tampa Bay 4th, 3-0-3. Had not lost a match so far this season. Had only given up 2 goals in the 6 games. 12 points. Atlanta United 2, 3-2-1 with 10 points. Once again, you're reminded of how tight the East is right now. 1 through 10 in the playoffs, only separated by 4 points. And really, 3 through 10 separated only by 2. Tampa coming in at number 4 in the East. Atlanta United 2 coming in at number 8. Najum. Morat on a yellow. Luis Fernando. Pereira looking to spring Fernando here. Diakite is going to get there first, shielding Luis Fernando. Tried to work his way around it. And they're going to call Carlton there as Diakite hit the deck.
Carlton's late. He's going to get a yellow card for that. Diakite makes a lot of it, but it's frustration from Andrew Carlton. He's had to chase a few down, not getting the ball played into his feet. It's been an up and down game from Carlton. That frustration comes out a bit there.
And they're calling for the trainers to come out and take a look at Pape Diakite.
Called for the trainers here. Carlton just stands him up, leaves the leg in. Might have been knee-on-knee contact there.
And while the physios take a peek at Diakite, reminder of who's up and who's down. Where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL Championship Power Rankings. You only find it at one place, USLChampionship.com.
Diakite's holding his hip. It might have just been the way he landed.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be fine to continue.
Yep. Senegalese defender, 6'5", 220 pounds. Back up on his feet, trying to walk it off. And
he's got quite the passport. He's played professionally in Thailand, Canada, Belgium, Slovakia, and Senegal.
Wow.
Leading the team with 49 clearances coming into the match.
He's played in every minute in every match so far this season. If my math is correct, 6 and 90 is 540, right?
Yes.
Okay. Every minute of the match, of all the matches this season. Pogba and Dacus both going up for it. Pereira trying to settle, and he does. Romario looking to break. Good idea, but not enough on it. And Diakite is there. Didn't get to it soon enough, so it's going to be a deep throw for Atlanta United 2. Dacus is there. Pereira looking to do something with the right. Wyke thought about it. Tejada got behind him. In with the left and through the 6, and Andrew Carlton was there, and he wanted that one.
Carlton's got to continue that run. Just held up a little bit. Looked like he might have been able to get on the end of that. It's a dangerous ball in from Luis Fernando.
Yep.
Seen things change up a little bit here in the second half. It's Dion Pereira dropping into the hole behind Romario Williams. Carlton flaring out to the left side of him. Luis Fernando over on the right side. It's still Wyke and Vent sitting in front of the back 4.
Richards tries to send it forward. Tonari tried to get to it. Guenzati got there first. Up and down with Tejada and Guenzati. Guenzati tries to do something with the left. Tonari lets it go through. Shot off the bar and into the net. Probably going to be an own goal by the time it's looked at, but it goes in, and Najum, the last Rowdy to touch it. It's 2-1 Tampa Bay in the 67th.
Out of nowhere, Tampa Bay finds a second goal. It's Juan Tejada and Sebastian Guenzati. Little two-man game down the left side for the Rowdies. Ball gets all the way across. Wesley Dacus caught sleeping on the back post, and David Najum blasted off the inside of the post.
Just lets it go
Dacus can't
through.
get out there to him. Najum blasts it off the post and then off of Campbell. as he's following up. The dummy from Tenari is what threw Dacus off. Tenari doesn't end up on the score sheet, but letting that run through his legs, that's what caused Dacus to hesitate. Off the post, off Campbell, into the back of the net.
Great presence there to let the ball go through on the dummy. Najim hits it, it goes off Campbell. Might be an own goal by the time they take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll see how that one gets scored in the end. Gallagher doesn't care right now. Gives it away.
Tejada, Wyke in pursuit. Tries to keep it in, but Tejada gets it back. Nicely done by Tejada again. Grabbing by both Tejada and Wyke. Johnston wants them both to come back.
Wyke ended up stepping in front of Tejada and winning that back. Referee Johnston slipped as he was blowing the whistle to come in. Maybe a little bit of extracurriculars between Wyke and Tejada. Let's take another look here. It's good recovery from Wyke after losing it initially. Tejada grabs him around the midsection, grabs the jersey. Tejada goes down after the foul is called.
Okay, there's Tejada around again.
Pushes him back. Yeah, you could get Wyke for swinging the arm back, and he gets a yellow card. Just like we saw in the first half, that's consistency from two different center referees. You call the initial foul, and it was a foul on Tejada, but the extra swing gets the yellow card. Romario Williams picked up a yellow that way. Lawrence Wyke picks up a yellow that way.
Stephen Glass calling for his first substitute of the evening. Will Vint will be done in minute 70, and it will be the Atlanta United 2 debut of Bienveni Kanekimana.
Get into Kanekimana in just a second. Will Vint, another good start from him, another good performance from him. Trying to set the tone in the middle of the field. Now we'll see how the lineup changes. Atlanta United 2 going for some speed off the bench.
It's our first look that we've had at him. Signed 2 weeks ago. Diakite tries to get underneath it to clear it, but it ends up in the hands of McCarthy, so he'll slow things down. A lot of folks looking forward to seeing Kanekimana because of that speed that we've been hearing about. Goes in. They're going to call him for a whistle there as Richards tried to get rid of it and send it forward.
Kanekimana's lined up on the right side. Luis Fernando is dropped in with Lawrence Wyke. This is a big change for Stephen Glass's lineup. It's been Wyke with a partner in Will Vint. Luis Fernando doesn't generally play in the holding midfield. Let's see how he adjusts.
Pogba dribbles out of traffic. Tejada behind him.
Can't curl that one to keep it in and find Romario Williams.
So we now have our first Rowdies sub of the evening. Zach Steinberger will come in and replace Jordan Doherty. So 8 in the Volt Green, and it's an evening for the 18-year-old. After 71 minutes, Jordan Doherty goes, and Zach Mettenberger's now in.
It's a good performance from Doherty, the young Irish international on loan from Sheffield United. Zach Steinberger replacing him. First year in Tampa Bay. Spent last season with Indy 11 and North Carolina FC. 2 years with the Houston Dynamo before that.
Steinberger with 1 goal on the season so far. Fernandez. Richards. Kanekimana on him. Closing speed, but Richards gets past. Gallagher's there. Carlton will intercept. Tries to do something with it to get rid of it. Guenzati was in pursuit. Pereira can't hang on to it and keep it in, so it'll be a throw once again for the Rowdies. Tenari. Carlton on him, but it's going to end up going down the line. Najim. Tenari. Murad working nicely done. Just very quick passing right here. Pogba intercepts. Carlton can't get there after Dacus touched it. Murad and Najim. Najim thought about going all the way back, and he finally does to McCarthy.
Nice work from Tampa Bay. Just trying to play out of a tight space. They keep possession for a long time, but Atlanta now with the opportunity.
Like with Romario there. Looking to go on Murad. He'll go down. Johnston says nothing happening there. It's going to be a goal kick.
Tarek Murad asking Romario Williams why he made a meal of that one. We'll take a look on the replay. Romario Williams dribbling in with the step overs. Very minimal contact. Tarek Murad does step out just a bit, does have the arm extended just a bit. Kyle Johnston feels like Romario Williams went down too easily.
Stephen Glass checking with the officials. Kanakimana tried to spring Pereira there, but Tampa Bay ends up underneath it. Tenari, Luis Fernando, Lawrence Wyke, Campbell, Tejada wanted a piece of it, but it sticks with the stripes. One touch, Kanakimana nicely done to himself, trying to go on Richards. Richards will get there first. Looks like they're going to call another foul on Kanakimana there.
Kanakimana shows that speed turning the corner, but Caleb Richards not exactly slow himself. 20-year-old on loan from Norwich City, the great partnership that the Tampa Bay Rowdies have with Norwich City, paying dividends there.
Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Atlanta United 2, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Stripes' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your favorite club. Authoritative header by Pogba trying to spring Romario. Aduro's there. Carlton tries to work his way around. They're going to call Andrew for a foul.
A lot of conversation at this point with Kyle Johnston. Andrew Carlton steps in front of Dominic Aduro, tries to block the clearance, commits the foul. Get another substitution from Stephen Glass. Guillermo Benitez checking in for Wesley Dacus. More of a true left back, and we know Guillermo Benitez can get forward and create havoc in the final third.
Another strong evening for Dacus.
In a different role tonight.
Yep.
Got caught just a little bit on the second Tampa Bay goal, but it was the dummy from Tenari right in front of the goal that threw Dacus off.
Richards defending once again. They try to save it from being a corner kick, and it's going to be a deep throw for Atlanta United 2.
Steinberger tracking back to help him out.
One more time. Left on the bench for Atlanta United 2 with one substitution to go. Alessandro Castro, Lagos Kunga, Jack Metcalf, Laurent Kisiadou. Those are the four that are left. Dylan Castanera is your second keeper.
Najim over everyone there.
Najim just lets it go, so it'll be another goal kick from McCarthy. And with Zach Steinberger in, you have Leon Taylor, Brandon Allen, Kwadwo Poku, Mohamed Kone, and Ryan Felix, your position players left. Chris Konopka is your second keeper this evening. And McCarthy sends it out, so at the center line, it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2. Minute 77 here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Atlanta United 2 with the first goal on the board from Luis Fernando in the 34th, just before the half. The equalizer by Tampa Bay. And then David Najim right now getting credit for the goal that made it 2-1. Probably look at it again as it hit George Campbell last before it went in the net, so it could be switched to an own goal later on.
It has been changed,
has
actually,
been changed?
at this point, yeah.
All right. Benitez, Carlton, and Pogba. Pereira. They're saying last touch by the Rowdies, and it's going to be a throw for the Stripes, but we'll get another substitution here, this time for the visitors. And it's going to be Mohamed Kone coming in. He's going to be replacing David Najim. So 5 out, 42 in for the Rowdies here as we turn minute number 79.
Neil Collins getting numbers behind the ball. Kone, second match for Tampa Bay in his first season with the club. He played in Belarus last season. Stints before that in Uzbekistan, Cyprus, and Moldova. He has international appearances with Burkina Faso. Now we'll see how Tampa Bay realigns themselves in the back line. It looks like Kone will play to the left side of Diakite with Morad on the right. Caleb Richards has swung over as a right wing back.
Benitez, not enough under it to try to get Romario sprung inside the box, so it's headed up in the air. Pogba having to retreat on Tejada. Can back and forth with White. Tonari is chasing. Sent forward with the left to Benitez. Here comes Wyke. Space in the middle, center circle, nicely left, Luis Fernando.
White showing a little speed as he leads the break.
Yep. Fernando, Carlton. Push through, give and go with Kanekimana. Slides down just outside the box, goes in.
Gets the free kick. Johnston tries to let that play through, see if an advantage materializes. It doesn't. The foul was on Carlton about 20 yards from goal.
So let's see what it looks like here. You've got Wyke, you've got Romario Williams, you've got Andrew Carlton. Kyle Johnston marks it off, and let's take another look.
It's the give and go. Oduro fouls Carlton from behind, and the advantage just never materializes. Foul is brought back. It's Romario Williams over the ball right now.
And Sebastian Guenzati marking off what he thinks are 10 strides.
His counting method is interesting.
As are the length of his stride. So you have Carlton, you have Romario. Williams stepping up. Got under it just a bit too much over the bar. Goal kick for Tampa Bay.
Williams wanted that one the whole way. Doesn't put it on frame to test John McCarthy. Take another look here from behind McCarthy. Looked like even if it had been on goal, McCarthy had it read the whole way.
And McCarthy again pulls his goal kick. It's going to be a throw at the center line for Atlanta United 2. Campbell, Pogba. Carlton looking to turn on Oduro. Can't do it. Pressure coming from behind from Guenzati. Has to go back to Alec Can, and Campbell will start it again. Romario tries to run under that one. It gets to McCarthy. We'll finally pick it up. We're halfway through minute 82.
Pressure from the Rowdies making it difficult for Atlanta to create dangerous opportunities. It's Tejada, it's Andrew Tonari, and it's Guenzati leading the line of 3 for the Rowdies. Atlanta's getting stuck in their own half, and they're forced to play it long, making life pretty easy for this Tampa Bay back line.
Fernandez grabbed the ball. Didn't put it in, so it's going to be Murad. Steinberger calling for it to go down the line. And a whistle there and a foul. Like it was on Tejada on Gallagher. Quickly restarted. Pogba will bring it down. Has to get around Richards. Nicely done to Benitez. Benitez looking to get Kanekimana underneath it. Diakite sends Kanekimana into the sideboard, or the inboard. And it's going to stick with McCarthy for a goal kick.
McCarthy had it the whole way. We'll take another look at that as McCarthy wastes some time. Benitez with the ball in. Kanekimana, good speed from him, but Diakite is going to get there the whole way, and McCarthy easily settles it.
Benitez gets there first. Tonari, Richards.
Good tackle from Andrew Carlton to earn the throw.
Carlton said that Tampa Bay touched it last. He was right, so your throw is in now here. Coming up halfway through minute 84, George Campbell. Wyke and back to Can. Once again, pressured that line of three up top. Tejada, Tonari, Guinzotti. Can sends it forward. Diakite skies for it. There'll be another Stripes throw.
Long balls over the top. That's exactly what Tampa Bay wants right now. So easy for their big center backs to win those.
Pogba. Carlton. Benitez to his left.
Tampa Bay's comfortable. If Andrew Carlton's getting his touches at midfield, they're fine. George Campbell breaking the line now.
Steinberger.
It's a nasty tackle from Campbell after a heavy touch.
There's a card for Campbell here in minute 85.
George Campbell trying to make something happen for Atlanta. It's a heavy touch in. Steinberger wins it and takes the hit.
Still down. Let's take another look.
It's the heavy touch right there with the left foot. Steinberger gets in, gets hit. I think he'll be okay. But he's going to take as much time as the referee allows him to with the 2-1 lead.
So Campbell's yellow card in the 85th. Adds to Wyke's in the 69th, Carlton's that he picked up in the 64th, and the one in Romario Williams in the first half in the 31st minute. Tampa Bay's yellows, Murad, Diakite, and Oduro. Once again, just launching it, nothing underneath it, so it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2.
Just allows Tampa Bay to start their press. See if Atlanta can break out of their own half. They can't.
Oduro, Richards. Dribbling out of trouble. Back to Oduro. Tonari. Oduro with some space. Richards. Tonari again. Benitez on him, sent back. Oduro, and he'll send it across. Kanekimana tried to close it down and intercept it, couldn't do it. Fernandez and Guinzotti. Campbell is there, so is Gallagher. Nicely done to get out of that 2-on-1 into the box, sent in with the left and in. The night for Juan Tejada that he had. Tenacious on offense and defense. Goal in the 87th minute, and it is now 3-1 Tampa Bay.
It's the two veterans, the captain, Guinzotti. It's Leo Fernandez jumping into the attack, and it's Juan Tejada with the final touch. Leo Fernandez drives in after good work from Guenzati, and Tejada gets inside of Florentine Pogba and touches it home. Fernandez just drives into the 18. Tejada sneaks in front of Pogba. Just the simplest of touches from the young Panamanian. The Tampa Bay Rowdies are going to pick up 3 points tonight.
First goal on the season.
First goal as a professional for Juan Tejada.
The night that he's had capped off just like that.
It's one of those nights that doesn't make sense on the score sheet because Tampa Bay Rowdies 3 goals on 2 shots on target. The own goal from Campbell, conversions on the others from Fernandez and Tejada, and all of the strong play from Atlanta United too going to waste tonight.
Long idea from Wyke and Gallagher. Gallagher saves it, but it ends up going right to McCarthy. Get ready to turn minute number 89 here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Once again, Atlanta United had a lead after 34 minutes, tied at halftime with a goal right before the halftime whistle, and then 2 goals here in the second half. The own goal in the 67th, and then 20 minutes later, Juan Tejada, his first professional goal, and it's 3-1 Tampa Bay. The midweek action here in the USL Championship is Tampa will head home after this one. Atlanta United will have a match in Ottawa on Sunday afternoon. You have 2 teams coming at it from different perspectives. The experience of Tampa Bay, the youth of Atlanta United too. Diakite sends it, gets rid of it. Guenzati. And I'm going to call Campbell for that one. And another substitution for Tampa Bay. Brandon Allen will come in, and that'll be the night for Sebastian Guenzati.
It's a good night for the captain, Guenzati. Doesn't get on the score sheet, but strong performance from him leading the line. Brandon Allen, another New York Red Bulls product, ending up in Tampa Bay.
Tejada was underneath Campbell.
Tejada was looking for a foul there. Referee was not seeing it.
Fernandez, Tenari. Nice 1-2 there. In with the left and headed and in the net again. Brandon Allen just in the match. Gets it past Alec Cannon. It's 4-1.
You could see the heads go down in the Atlanta United 2 squad after that 3rd goal. Tampa Bay Rowdies take full advantage down the left side. It's another give and go. Tejada plays Fernandez in. Way too much space for Brandon Allen to get his first touch of the night. A header free. The edge of the 6 beats Alec Cannon. Leo Fernandez turning into a wingback is one of the more surprising developments in the USL Championship this season. If he has these types of performances on a regular basis for Tampa Bay, they're a team to watch for winning the Eastern Conference this season.
Neil Collins' side will get 4 minutes added on here at the end with all the substitutions and the goals that have been scored.
Was this close to saying your man of the match was Andrew Tenari, but I think Leo Fernandez might have just won it with 2 assists late. And a goal.
Yep. Steinberger called for the foul there. So Wyke and Luis Fernando. Pereira. Wyke with a nice double clutch there, headed out though, but he'll get it back. Nice settle with the left. And Gallagher. Last touch by Tampa Bay, so it'll be a quick throw in. Luis Fernando. Andrew Carlton. Looking for the give and go there, but Benitez has it inside the box, and he'll chip it back, looking for Carlton. Romario both looked at each other, ends up out of the box now. Lawrence Wyke will try to send it in, nobody there but McCarthy.
This is one of those matches that Stephen Glass, I'm sure that he is very happy they're bouncing back straight onto the field on Sunday in Ottawa. It's a frustrating night for Atlanta United, too, where they've been a team that has controlled overwhelming portions of the match, but just nothing to show for it. And Tampa Bay has punished their mistakes.
Luis Fernando had it. Oduro was jousting with Carlton there, so it's going to stick with the stripes. Pereira looking for who's going with him, and it's Luis Fernando. Murad on him, back to Pereira. 3 Volt greens surrounding him. Steinberger back helping. Pereira leaves for Carlton. Kick save McCarthy and cleared.
White keeps it in.
Benitez sends it in with the left right on.
Big drive from Guillermo Benitez, but right at John McCarthy. He's not getting a clean sheet tonight, but John McCarthy going to pick up his 4th win of the season for Tampa Bay, and they will stay undefeated.
All the way through. Tejada will track it down. Pogba's there. Gallagher having to backtrack as well. Brandon Allen inside the 18, but it'll go back to Tenari. About 30 seconds left. Tenari decides to pull it back to Richards. Oduro, Steinberger, and over. Space is there. Steinberger thought about it with the right. Sends it back with the left on the cut back and over the bar.
Leo Fernandez looking for his 2nd of the night.
And so we have now cleared the 4 minutes. And Kyle Johnston blows the whistle. So to your point, and you see how the heads are for Atlanta United 2. They'll quickly be able to put this one behind them, specifically the final 46 minutes or so after the 1-0 lead. And they'll be in Ottawa on Sunday after losing to Tampa Bay. The Rowdies win at 4-1.
The look on the face of Luis Fernando that we just saw at the final whistle, that says it all. It's a night where Luis Fernando gets his first goal in an Atlanta United shirt. Atlanta United looked very strong for the overwhelming majority of the first half. You give up the goal at the very end, and then that confidence was shaken. The Tampa Bay Rowdies, a veteran team, they sensed that. They didn't have to extend themselves forward. They pressed when they needed to. They took Atlanta out of their game, and any time Atlanta made a mistake, the Rowdies made them pay. Neil Collins has his group doing exactly what he wants, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies, in my mind, from what I've seen in the USL Championship this season, they are the class of the Eastern Conference right now.
Top of the table with the win after their 7th match played, 4-0-3 at 15 points. When we come back, we will put a bow on this one from Fifth Third Bank Stadium. The Tampa Bay Rowdies take full points. You're watching the USL Championship on ESPN+, a 4-1 win over Atlanta United 2. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium one last time. Alongside Jason Longshore, I'm John Nelson. Time to bring this one home. And Jason, you know, we talk about Atlanta United took a while for them to get into the match. For that first 44 minutes or so, they were hanging right in here after they got their legs about them.
Good start from Atlanta United, too. They get the goal to show for it. But Juan Tejada, we see it there. He was just difficult to deal with all night long for the Rowdies as they eventually broke through. This is Luis Fernando with the goal for Atlanta United. It's a great through ball from Dion Pereira to spring Fernando. Atlanta has the lead, and things are looking pretty good for the Five Stripes, but it was a Pereira turnover that led to the first goal. Leo Fernandez finishes the ball from Andrew Tenari. Campbell with a great time to tackle there. Up and down night for Campbell. That's the Tenari dummy in the middle. Throws Dekas off. Ball off the post, then back off of Campbell. From then on, it was all Tampa Bay. Tejada gets his goal. Leo Fernandez sets him up off of a nice little give and go with Guenzati. Leo Fernandez not done. Puts in another great ball. Brandon Allen, first touch of the game, coming on as a sub. Heads it past Can. And Tampa Bay bringing 3 points back to St. Pete.
Now you see that shots 13-9, Atlanta United 2, but it was the quality.
3 shots on target, 4 goals for Tampa Bay. You wonder how that happens. There's an own goal involved. Tampa Bay Rowdies were efficient tonight. Every time there was a mistake, they made Atlanta pay. Ruthless from the Rowdies.
Once again, they're now top of the table temporarily. 7 matches, 4-0-3, 15 points, and their goal difference is now double digits. Atlanta won't have time to think about this one much. They go to Ottawa. Next time you will listen to Jason and myself, it will be May the 4th. May the 4th be with us when Nashville SC comes to town. Thanks for hanging out with us at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. For everyone in the truck, we gave you all the pretty pictures all night long. You've been watching the USL Championship on ESPN+. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.